No oral sex. That should go without saying. It really should, because the piercing is in your mouth. But hey guys, what's up? VT Skipper here. I am back with another video, of course. And this is about dimple piercings. So I told you I would do a follow-up video with how to take care of them. And I have my instructs right here, okay? So let's get into it. Number one, salt and water. Let me tell you something. Salt and water goes a long freaking way. So let me show you what I did. What I would do is I will put salt and water in a cup. So you know how when we were younger, your mama would tell you to gargle with salt and water when your tooth came out or something? It's the same thing for the piercing. So what I would do is, though, I would gargle with it too, but mostly what I used it for was the outside of the piercing. So I would put salt in a cup. I would put water in it. I would put the cup to my cheek, and then I would sit up with it like this for a minute, for real. Not like a literal minute, like 60 seconds, but like for maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Because I just wanted to make sure that my piercing stayed clean, that everything around the outside. And I really did that because my piercings on the outside, remember my barbells, when you start out, your barbells are going to be a little longer, so they're going to be sticking out. And everything's going on around you. People sneezing, coughing, laughing, chewing. You have hair, dust, all kind of stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that I did that every day. So I did this more so at nighttime or when I knew I wasn't going to leave the house. Because once you take it off, you are going to kind of have like a cup ring around your face. And I don't want you walking out the house with a cup ring around your face in the morning. So you can do this at nighttime, okay? But I did it every day. Honestly, I need to start doing it again, to be honest. But I did it every day. And that definitely helped keep the bacteria down. And also, when you get them pierced, they're going to pus a lot, okay? And so what the salt water did was help me to clean them and loosen up the pus. So when you first get them pierced, they're going to be tight. Like, it's going to be tight because they're swollen and they're going to pus. And so you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to have crunchy piercings. Like, when you stick it out, it's going to be like hard crust just around it. It's disgusting. And so naturally, you may just want to get it off with your finger or use the Q-tip. Don't do that. What you can do is, like I said, just soak them in salt water. And once you take it out, all that pus is going to go back to its normal form, which is liquid. And you can then just take it off very easily with a Q-tip. Okay? So salt and water is the way. Next, black soap. I use black soap for my face. Y'all, listen. I was washing my face so much, it literally changed the oil balance on my face. I got scared for a minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like my face wasn't even producing the same amount of oils no more because I was washing my face so much. And if you're familiar with black soap, sorry, y'all, somebody texted me. If you're familiar with black soap, child, then you know, like, it don't play no games. It's gonna take away all the dirt, all the sins, all whatever. It's gonna wipe it away, child. So I was using black soap twice a day, morning and night. But I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times I was using it 3 times a day just because I just wanted to make sure my face was clean. I just wanted to make sure it was just a safe place for my piercings to thrive, okay? But be mindful to replenish the oils in your skin because that black soap is going to take them out, child. Also, if you do put oils on your skin, don't go over your piercings. Like, make sure you stop at a certain place. You feel what I'm saying? Just leave the piercings alone. Don't put no ointment on them or nothing like that. So I use black soap to clean my face. No makeup. So when I first got them done, child, we was out here barefaced. You hear me? Only time I really wore makeup, to be honest, was when I had a performance. If I did it, I was not wearing makeup. And for the reason that I told you in the beginning. And if you have to wear makeup, meaning you trying to bump through the day, you got an event, you going somewhere or whatever, I get it. But don't wear your makeup as long as you normally would. When you come in the house and you know you're going to be in the house, take your makeup off. Use your black soap, all of that to get all the makeup off. Go straight into to your salt water. Hold it on both piercings, making sure they're clean. All of that, like really do it. Really do it. Especially if you're gonna be in for the day. Let me see. Eat cold ice or ice cream. So that was my favorite part. That's my favorite part. She was like, the person who pierced it, she's like, make sure, you eat ice, just eat cold things. It'll help the swelling go down. She's like, ice cream. She's like, nothing where you gotta chew a lot, but just, something just nice. I said, girl, you said number of words. So I made sure I got some sherbet. I don't really chew ice, but I took her advice on the ice cream thing. I did. I got the pictures and the weight to show it. Okay, so next. So eat something cold to help the swelling go down. Eat something cold to make the swelling go down. And the next thing is, don't use straws when you first get your piercings. I'm going to try to say this in the most angelic way possible because there are baby children watching. When you suck the straw, right, it's going to trigger your piercings effortlessly. Like, you'll feel it, because I forgot, like, when I got my piercings done, I was like, oh, okay, I'm finna get something cold. It's gonna make my piercings feel better. I went to go and child in pain, okay? So when you first get your piercings, you can't use straws. Don't do it. And I know you feel like, oh, it's nothing. Even if you feel like it hurts, believe me, you don't want to have added stress to the piercing. It's gonna take longer for the inflammation to go down. So even if you feel like you can get away with it and it doesn't hurt, trust that your body is for your body's sake, not for your pain tolerance sake. Don't do it. Sip from a cup, okay? Sip from a cup. Let's see. So no straws. Clean 3 times a day or when you see crust. So like I said, normally I was washing my face twice a day, but when I got my piercings, I really was going 3 times a day. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then you're gonna see crust a lot too because they're pussing, okay? They're healing. And so every time I clean my face 3 times a day, but also every time I saw pus, I was doing salt water. I wasn't playing with nobody because I wasn't finna walk around with ornaments of crust pus on my face. I just wasn't gonna do it. I also used witch hazel. So just to clean around the area of my piercing. Okay? So keep that in mind. Clean your face 3 times a day. That may sound like a lot, but if you want your cheeks to keep looking sweet, child, you'll abide. You'll abide by these instructions. Change your barbells slowly. Change jewelry slowly. Let me tell y'all something. This is a new one only because during quarantine, my other one fell out and I lost it. Or early this year. It came out in quarantine too and I was freaking out. But I found the little piece. But early this year, it fell out in the store and I had to get a new one. So this is why this one is more shiny than this one. Because this one is literally the one I've had since I got my piercings. I got my piercings in 2016, so it's been over 5 years. This is the same piece of jewelry, and it's on purpose. I'm telling you, I know when you get your piercing, you're gonna want to do the most. Don't, because you're going to pay for it. I'm telling you what I know from the research that I did. And what I tell y'all research meant, Google, YouTubing, listen to other people's testimonials of having to get their piercings cut out of their face, of people who only have one dimple piercing because the other one went wrong, of people who were trying to be cute and lost their piercing, meaning their hole closed, because they were trying to change their jewelry by themselves and they were trying to change it right away. Don't do that. Listen, when you get them pierced, they already gonna be cute. You don't have to do the most. Make sure if you can choose your starter jewelry, try to choose something that you really feel like you could live with for a minute. To me, diamonds, I can live with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but don't change your jewelry fast. Leave it alone. Honestly, in the first year, you should not be changing your jewelry at all. And when you're changing your barbells, meaning once the swelling goes down and your barbells need to be shortened so you can have the dimple look, have a professional change that. Do not, I freaking repeat, do not change it yourself. Listen, I almost died because when this one fell out, naturally the piercing was coming out in my mouth, the barbell. And so I literally had a Band-Aid on my face because I was trying to keep the piercing in until I can get to a tattoo shop to where they can put jewelry on, because I didn't have any jewelry. And I knew if the barbell came out, it was going to close. So one night when I was asleep, the barbell, it didn't come all the way out, but it was halfway out. And while I was asleep, it was starting to close. So I had to push it through, and it almost felt like I was re-piercing it a little bit, and it hurted. So again, do not try to, I'm telling you, you cannot see how thick your cheek is. And you may think, oh, I see the hole right here, I'm going to know exactly how to put it in. It's not a straight shot. Sometimes they're pierced on an angle. Sometimes it's pierced in a way you can't feel yourself. Just don't do it. Please don't do it. A lot of people don't have their piercings anymore because they tried to change their barbells themselves and the hole closed. Don't do it. Mark my words. Change the barbell. Go to a trusted professional. I already told you that. A lot of people's piercing went wrong because of the person who pierced it. The person who pierced it put too short of a barbell in there when they first pierced it to give them that dimple look right away. Remember, you don't want that. When you get your dimples pierced, make sure your barbells are long enough. I don't care if you have to tell the tattoo artist and he feels offended, or if you have to tell the piercer and they feel offended. I don't care. This is your face. So let them know, like, hey, this is my first time getting pierced. I just want to make sure that my barbells are long enough so that my cheeks have enough room to swell at the end. I don't care if I don't have the dimple look right away. I just want to make sure that my piercings will be safe and good to go in the long run. I don't care if they hit you with the I know that. Just making sure you know, because it's my face. Because everybody don't know, okay? I didn't make these horror stories up. These people went to people who they thought were professionals, and they jagged them. Boop. Okay, moving on. Don't touch them. That's going to be tricky because it's like you want to touch it, especially when you see some crust on it. When you first get them, you're going to be like, ooh, it's crunchy. You're going to want to go in. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. And if you have to touch them, wash your hands first. You are literally dealing with a newborn baby, okay? Keep hand sanitizer on you and wash your hands. But for me, I don't think anybody ever feels like their hands are clean from using hand sanitizer. You just don't. Don't use alcohol, okay? Don't use alcohol to clean your piercings. First of all, you don't need it. It's too harsh, and this is an open wound. It's just too harsh. Don't use it. No hair in your face. So this is a perfect look, and this is actually how I wore my hair too when I first got my piercings done, because if you have long hair and you wear your hair down, whether the hair is yours or not, wig or your hair, naturally it's going to snag the piercings, especially when you first get them pierced, because your barbells are going to stick out a little bit. It's going to snag. You thinking your hair just blowing in the wind and it's pulling on this piercing. Again, y'all, I'm telling you, when you add tension to the piercing, it elongates the time it takes for the swelling to go down. And then the last thing I put was don't force the dimple. Don't force it, baby. Don't force it. Meaning, don't be trying to smile super hard when you get them pierced because you want people to see you got a dimple. That's going to add to the healing time, okay? Because, like I said, if they're swollen, you're causing more tension. When I first got mine pierced, my piercer was like, she literally was mapping out like, okay, when is your next show? Because she was nervous for me to even be singing, because she's like, you're going to be opening your mouth really wide. You're going to be using all kind of expressions, and it's going to cause tension. So really think about that. People can see your piercings, child. They're there. Merry Christmas, okay? You don't have to force. You don't have to. Like, it's people who be forcing dimples who don't have dimple piercings. They be forcing in their picture. Don't do that. Not only will you potentially give yourself a hernia, you're going to elongate the healing process or irritate it, and you don't want to do that, okay? And then last thing, it's kind of, I thought it goes without saying, but I don't want to leave it to assumption. No sleeping on your face and your hands when you go to sleep. I'm definitely I sleep on my side and my stomach a lot naturally, and I sleep on my hands naturally. So I ain't gonna lie, that took some getting used to, but you can't, because again, it's gonna add tension to your piercing, okay? And then you'll be hitting it and rubbing it and all kind of stuff while you sleep and don't even know it, and you're gonna wake up and be swollen, okay? Or more swollen than you were. I experienced that. So make sure you sleep on your side or you sleep on your back. Oh, It is one more I forgot. How did I forget this one? Okay, this is the last one. No oral sex. That should go without saying. It really should, because the piercing is in your mouth. But no oral sex. Man or female. No oral sex. You have literally an open wound in your mouth. You have 2 of them. And you are highly susceptible to bacteria. Do not do it. I love y'all. Thanks so much for watching my video. Again, comment down below if you have any other questions or things you want me to address that I didn't go over in this video or the other 2. And I'll see y'all soon.